Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the brand new Warhammer 40,000 Total War trailer. Now this is the first Warhammer 40,000 version of the Total War game series, and I have to say from what I've seen, this looks pretty fantastic. Let's jump into it.
In the grim darkness of the far future, every soul's survival hangs by a thread. Mankind is beset by endless tides of aliens, traitors, and demons.
So starting off really strong, we can see that we're in the time of the Indomitus Crusade and the Primaris Space Marines, and you can watch the Thunderhawk gunship taking off into the atmosphere, and you can see the Great Rift there in the sky for all to see. Now, clearly, that's a fantastic bit of setting there for us because we know the Imperium is split in two, Guilliman is trying his best to bring it back together, and it's just chaos and orcs and tyranids on all fronts. We then get a really good bit of war choreography between the orcs and the Space Marines, who, because of their placement within the trailer, I'm going to assume are the two main factions in the game. And that choreography is reminiscent of the Secret Levels Episode 5, They Shall Know No Fear. It's so well done and it looks fantastic. You can also see the swordplay is almost identical to that which we saw in the Secret Levels episode. It's brilliant. One of the orcs being cleft in two, then another one being stuck on the end of the power sword and having its head blown off. You then get an orc machine roller heading towards a group of Space Marines, and one orc getting annihilated as if it's a sniper on a hill that's taking a shot at him. It really goes to show how accurate and how powerful Space Marines are in this setting.
Across countless worlds, battles rage.
I think if nothing else, this trailer is very typical of Total War. It's pure cinematography. I mean, you've got this scene where the orcs and the Space Marines are charging. You've got land raiders that are just firing on enemy lines. All of a sudden, the Space Marines look like they're pushing the orcs back. And then one absolute massive behemoth of a Gorkanaut appears out of nowhere and just starts obliterating them. And then comes one of the coldest moments in the trailer. You see a lone Primaris captain stood there on the battlefield, just looks at his man, nods okay, turns and points a finger, and what happens next is just beautiful.
Lead your armies. Conquer worlds. Fight on as the galaxy burns. For there is no peace amongst the stars. There is only war.
That orbital bombardment from the Imperial ship reminds me of something from Star Wars or another sci-fi fantasy show where it's so epic and unbelievably 40k grimdark. It just looks so cool. And the beauty of this is if they do this right and the game does include features like that, it's going to look fantastic. It'll play fantastically. But the real problem here is, do we think that what we see on the trailer will transmit into the game? And in my opinion, yes, I think it will. I think the Total War games have always been fantastic. And I think now that we've got something that the 40k fans enjoy, this is going to be one hell of a good game. And I dare say this could be a better game than Space Marine 2. Overall, then, I think this is going to be a fantastic game. The Total War series has always been a fantastic game series to play, and now that there's a Warhammer 40k installment in there, I think this is going to up that game another level. As I said previously, I think this is going to be as good as, if not better than, Space Marine 2. Typically, your Total War games have more to them and more in the way of expansion. They're also more likely to draw in a wider audience, so you'll get more players, which means more money, which means more development of the game. I think this is a fantastic move by Games Workshop, and I think this is a fantastic way for them to develop their brand even further, and it will bring more people into the hobby. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think you'd end up buying this game, or do you think you'll stick to Space Marine 2, or do you think that they should have just stuck with standard Warhammer for the Total War series? Let me know down below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.